welcome to another edition of Balompié Banter. We're here to talk about La Liga, we're here to talk about this weekend's programme. We've got a big programme of games this weekend. Atletico Madrid and Barcelona are both joint leaders of the La Liga. They're both 8 points clear of Real Madrid. And this weekend, on Saturday night, we have Barcelona down the road there. They're playing in the capital against Rayo Vallecano. And up the road on Sunday, we've got Atletico Madrid, who are playing at home to Osasuna. But we're not going to talk about those games. We think there's a bigger game in the league this weekend, and we're going to talk about that, which is the Galician derby between Deportivo La Coruna and Celta Vigo. It's very wet, it's very green, it's Celtic, it's a little bit like Ireland in a way. It's completely different to the stereotypical Spain, the Costas, and there they have a big derby. They have a big derby between Celta Vigo, which is on the west coast, and Deportivo La Coruna, which is on the north coast. And they don't like each other very much. It's a big regional derby between two cities. It's a little bit like Newcastle, Sunderland, Portsmouth against Southampton, perhaps. As I say, they don't like each other. There's a lot of banter before the game. They haven't played each other in 6 years in La Liga, in the top league, because they hit hard times a few years ago. Celta Vigo went down 5 years ago. Deportivo went down 2 years ago. And last season they both came back up. So this weekend is the first game back in La Liga, in the top league. Of course, 10 years ago they both had very good teams, and Deportivo finished third, and Celta Vigo finished fourth 10 seasons ago. It was a league that Real Madrid won. Barcelona came sixth, only scraping into the UEFA Cup. And the season after, Deportivo got to the semi-final of the Champions League and lost to Jose Mourinho's Porto by 1 goal. So they had some great players. Deportivo had Mauro Silva, they had Fran, they had Bebeto, they had Jalminha. Celta Vigo had some great players. They had two fantastic Russians in Mostovoy and Karpin. They had Michel Salgado and Claude Makelele, who went on to play for Real Madrid. So they both had very good teams. They are two big clubs. It's a big derby. They had bad times, but now they're back. And we're going to talk to two fans about the rivalry, a little bit about the two teams and what they think is going to happen at the weekend. So we're going to go off to a central Madrid hostelry now. It's actually the Celta Vigo supporters club in the centre of Madrid, and we're going to sit down and speak a little bit more about the game on Saturday night. So here we've got David, who's a lifelong Deportivo fan from La Coruna, and Telmo from Vigo, a Celta Vigo fan all his life, and they're going to tell us about the derby.
So I've basically seen them suffer through the years trying to get to First Division, and when we did get to First Division, then that's when the massive Depor and Celta rivalries came into force with some amazing players back in those days. And so yeah, I mean, more than a football rivalry, it's a city rivalry as well. I think Coruña is actually the best city in Galicia. With Santiago is the capital, and it's actually in the province of La Coruña. So there's nothing more to say really. And we're on the coast as well as Vigo, but our coastline is much nicer, I think.
On my case, we are in Madrid. I have not the chance to grow up in London, but in Vigo, the most populated city in Galicia. So, well, just for you to start the derby today. But, well, let's start talking about soccer. We need to tell, or I would like to tell that we did it very well, like 10, 12, 15 years ago. We defeated, well, in great games, teams as Liverpool, Juventus with Zidane, or Benfica 7-0, I could remember. But it's true that we didn't win anything. In any case, we need to tell also that we have spent 47 seasons in the First Division, while Deportivo just 42, 5 less. And I guess, well, we are going to be more than 50, let's say, sooner than you. Well,
must say, if it's 42, I didn't know that fact, Dermot, thank you very much, but must be, it's quite a good return, 42 seasons, 2 Copa del Reys, Spanish Cup, 1 League, 2 Super Cups, one of those Super Cups beating the amazing Real Madrid side in 2002. Do you remember that Zidane amazing volley back in those days in the Champions League? We beat them in their own ground.
But we opened the way to you somehow. Right? we played, well, several Copa del Rey Cups. It's true that we missed to have some more, let's say, luck with us, but that's it. And then we maybe someone or most of the people don't remember that we played also Champions League. Just the same year we went to the second division and we defeated Milan in San Siro. That was good. And we went to the second round.
In 2003, yeah. And Deportivo got to the semi-final.
Yeah, that's true. But it was the good times. No, it's true that
the semi-final.
I'd just like to say,
you know, tradition is with us, but titles are with them.
Vigo are Portugueses, Portuguese. You call them in La Coruna, and in Vigo you call La Coruna
Turcos. Turcos. They are Turcos.
The Turks.
Yeah, Turks. Because they are not proper Galician. They are kind of Madrid branch in Galicia, so they are really posh.
And of course you call them Portuguese because...
Yeah, because again, like he says, they're not Galician either. They're sort of next to Portugal. They just give them to Portugal.
Yeah, but
there's another province of Portugal.
But this year, Deportivo looks like a Portuguese team. You should play in that Liga.
Bruno Gama is actually a player that you need to look out for. He plays on the wing. He's really technical and very fast. Nelson Oliveira, he doesn't play normally as a first teamer, but he's pretty good as well. And another player, Pizzi as well, he's quite a decent player as well. He played in Atlético de Madrid. He's quite a good player as well. So these are the sort of players I'm
Valeron still sort of hanging in there, is he?
Valeron at 45, I think he's still
45?
playing. No, I'm joking. he's about 34 now.
And Manuel Pablo as well.
Manuel Pablo, yeah, the captain. He's the only survivor from the days when we won the league. So, and he's still there, running up and down the wing.
We are lucky, well, this season because most of our team is, let's say, involves people from Galicia, so home people. This is great for us. So I'm going to choose Iago Aspas, a striker, and the midfielder Borja Oviña, our captain as well, and then two, let's say, outsiders that played also in the UK. So maybe the name could sound to you as De Lucas and Parks, who are the captain of the national South Korean team that is doing very well, and the more he will play, the more he will score. I'm pretty sure he comes from the Arsenal this year.
And Kike De Lucas played for Chelsea about 25-30 years ago, I think it seems.
But he's very handsome. Eh?
He's
still very handsome. You know,
well, you said it, Telmo. Yeah?
No, all the girls go crazy. You know, that last Saturday I was in Santiago Bernabeu watching Real Madrid Celta, and when De Lucas, when Kike just get into the field, all the girls started to shout De Lucas, que guapo eres, De Lucas, que guapo eres.
Well, I actually think that Depor, this is the game that we need to win this season, you know, to get us into winning ways. You know, we've got beaten by Real Madrid, Barcelona, but I don't think we played that badly, so I think we're going to win 3-0, I think. Yeah, 3-0. And in the first half an hour, and then we just relax for the rest of the game.
Don't bet for that. Don't bet for that. No, well, frankly speaking, and I'm not joking. I think we are going to win. If you look at the games last year, even if Deportivo won both of them, Vigo and La Coruna once, we played better. It was like something strange. It's football, not soccer. But this year we are really strong at home, really offensive, really aggressive, and I think, let's say, Deportivo is still in a kind of adaptation to this transition from Super Depor to second division to first division again. So I think it's going to be 3-1 for us.
3-1?
Yeah.
David, Telmo, thank you very much for joining us.
Hope you have a good derby, hope it's a good game, and may the best team.
Good luck.
May the best team win.
Depor.
Thank you. Celta.